Hey there, it's Elizabeth and welcome back for another flip through. I hope y'all are doing well. This is my January, February Fauxbonichi, and we'll just pick up where we left off, which we left off on this more art journal-y page. Okay, so here we are on a Sunday. Okay, so this Sunday, my husband and I had to drive north a ways to pick up his truck. If you guys remember back in Thanksgiving, unfortunately, my children were involved in an accident. In my husband's truck, somebody T-boned them. So the truck was up north, getting fixed, repainted, all of that. So my husband and I had to drive up there to go pick it up. So it was a very nice day for a drive. This background is just a map from an atlas. It shows where we went on the map. Brooke's lovely stickers. I'll leave the link to how to get these below. They're from Recreations by Brooke. I had written here and also spelled some words wrong, but this was about how we were driving through some really small towns, and it was just really sad to see like small town America dying. There were just a lot of what's it called when they're closed, you know, a lot of closed businesses and things boarded up. But anyway, it was a nice drive together with my big handsome. Got his truck, brought it home. It looks fab. Okay, so these are like from the day of the accident crunch, right? And then here is his beautiful brand new looking truck, even though it's 15 years old or something like that. So yeah, I took this, actually made a tag out of it. This is from an almanac. Yeah, from 2005, I think. But anyway, I glued on a piece of graph paper, stitched around it, and did my journaling on it. Let me see. Yeah, that just talks about the truck and going to pick it up and all that. Oh, interesting fact. This was kind of funny-ish. Oh my gosh. In one of the small towns that we went through, we had stopped off at a gas station, you know, to use the facilities. And this dude walks in and grabs 2 beers out of the fridge and cracks one open. And the lady tells him that it's Sunday and he's not allowed to purchase beer until after 1 o'clock, I think. Yeah. Anyway, I thought it was kind of funny. Interesting little tidbit. That I guess some small towns are just like that. Of course, I remember in the town that I live in, back when I was a kid at the supermarket years ago, yeah, when I was a kid, many years ago, you couldn't buy beer or wine, even buy any beer or wine on Sunday. So I just found that interesting and thought I'd add it in there. Okay, this day was, let's see, a Monday. So on this day, the background, sorry for the glare. See, I have the paper, I have scrapbook paper and duct tape here because this is the day that I began making my hybrid Fauxbonichi, which I don't know. By the time you see this video, I might have made a tutorial. I might not have. I don't know. Okay, so what did I do this day? Oh, you know what? This day I was trying to work on so many different things. Like I tried to work on some Christmas albums and that wasn't working. I tried to work on my skates using felt. These are just the tags from the back of the felt that I stuck in there. That wasn't working either. Then I ended up making clusters, which finally worked out. I made a few of them, and then I actually took them and made them into a hidden paperclip embellishment, which is on Brooke's channel, Recreations by Brooke, and I will be sure to link that video below. Then here I just took some Kiki K paper that I had received from my sweet sister down under in a Happy Mail, and I took 2 pieces and glued them together, then stitched around them. Put a little piece of dyed cheesecloth, and let me just tell you, this cheesecloth, I believe I dyed with sprays. Yes, with sprays. And then wrote my journaling on that. And then made just a little pocket out of the scrapbook paper. So let's see, regular Monday. Yeah, called Grandma. She's doing all right. All that jazz. Let's see if I can move it. Okay, and then that just flips right into there. Easy peasy. All right. So let's see, this was a Tuesday. Okay, this right here, I'll tell you what, I use everything I can get my hands on when it comes to putting stuff in this book. So this is the yarn wrapper on the loops and threads, gray yarn that I'm using to make my daughter's little Afghan out of. And then here's the other side of the paper clip with another little cluster. These are those little Tim Holtz paper dolls, right? And it's just on a piece of collaged leftover piece of scrap cardstock with some fibers glued on, and then Tim Holtz words as well. And then this I made out of 2 pieces of note paper that I glued together. I didn't stitch it, but then I did make a cute little banner here, and I made 2 of them, right, with Tim Holtz dolls. Scraps behind, super simple to make. It's super fast to make, and you can mass make them. So yeah, I did that. And oh, I have 4 more rows to go on my mammoth blanket. Yeah. So I woke before 7. Oy, oy, oy. Yeah, regular old stuff, coffee and computer. And then I was running errands. So what did I have to do? I don't know. Well, anyway, I ran errands. Oh, I had to go to the post office. Oh, I had to return something for Sunshine at the post office. So I went in and out of Mike's for more yarn. I had to get more yarn for this mammoth blanket here. And then when I was there is when I found the rice pudding and the gray yarn that was on sale for my daughter's ripple throw. So yeah, and then we just did a regular old, evening of relaxing with Netflix. Okay, this right here is a napkin just glued onto the page. I love how this came out. I love this napkin. Here's a little Tim Holtz thing. This is some dyed cheesecloth. Did I say? Yeah, dyed cheesecloth, and I dyed it using my sprays. I just took the whole thing outside, sprayed it across my lawn, and went crazy with the sprays. And it came out, let me show you real fast. I'm right here. This is it. Look at that. Yummy goodness right there, huh? Just bright colors. And I used, let me see. I used Heidi Swap sprays and I used Glimmer Mist sprays on this. And it worked a charm and I love it. So there you have that. Then I remembered, look at this. This is a granny square Afghan. It fits the top of a king size bed. And it was actually made from my husband's, who later became mine too, a church grandma. If you don't know what a church grandma is, it's like a grandma that's not related to you by blood, but is family nonetheless. So I knew that I had this up in my attic. It's well over, I would say 40 years old, I would say, because she passed away, 20 years ago. And she actually gave me, or I have a lot of her sewing notions that I still use to this day. In fact, this, one of my favorite tools, I have no idea how old this is, but this was Grandma Wood's. It's an awl. I love it, and I use it all the time. So I went up to the attic to get this and brought it down and was so thankful that it had not been ruined because it had been up there in a bag for 20 years. I never really had an appreciation for crochet until I started crocheting. So there you have it. So yeah, I got that down and I washed it, and then hung it out in the sun to dry. So yeah, I was so glad when I found that. Oh, it was 50 degrees out this morning. Brr, that is very cold here. And I know most of you are going through or have gone through the Arctic blast thing. So we did have some bits of good news. 3-month renter at the bungalow. That's always good news. One of my daughter's kids had actually asked to read during lunch. And so she texted me and snapped a picture of him reading on his tablet. And she was just so proud of him. This is a child that doesn't normally ask to read. So, and then I did get a call from my dermatologist saying that all my margins were clear on my hand and on my back from my precancerous surgery a few weeks ago. And then, yeah, we had appliance issues because, with all bits of good news, you have to have some not so good news. Oh, golly. So, yeah. And then this here is just a tag made out of scrapbook paper. So let's see what's on here. Oh, yes. I was contacted by wordsworthplanner.com, and I was asked if I would do a collaboration with them to review one of their planners. So, yeah, that was super duper exciting. And actually, that video will be coming up very shortly if you haven't seen it already. Yeah, so at this point in time, we were talking back and forth. I was emailing back and forth because, as most of you know, I'm not a planner girl, but I know that a lot of you guys are. So I was very honest with them in letting them know that I personally am not a planner girl, but a lot of you guys are. So I think that, you know, you as my subscribers and viewers would be interested in a review of their product. So that either has already come and gone or it will be coming up. But this is the day I found out about it. This day here, let's see. This is just a pocket. I sew it first. In case you're wondering, I sew it first and then I glue it on 3 sides, just made out of scrapbook paper. Little cluster here, Timmy's stuff. And my dyed, no, this is actually coffee stained cheesecloth and some eyelash trim and some very shiny feather stickers. And this is from the back of a book that I actually received from Diane at Shawcraft 1. So I'll leave her links below. Duct tape, I turned this into a tag. And it was talking about how I finally finished the cover of my March, April Fauxbonichi. Because I'm making it into a junk journal. So got that. Still in the 50s, which was pretty chilly for here. I did not walk again. Yeah, I need to get back into it. This is actually an index card that I did my journaling on and that I dyed with food coloring. You do it the same way you do coffee or tea stain papers. Same exact thing, only you use food coloring instead. And food coloring is cheaper than coffee or tea. So I'm all for the cheap, you know me. And then this has to do with my husband. Let's see. Okay, he finally had an appointment. The poor thing, golly. I mean, like, can he go through much more? And that answer would be yes, because he is a very strong man indeed. So, if you remember, back in December 1st, I think it was, he woke up with like this half of a golf ball on his elbow. We had no idea what was going on, but after, of course, hitting up Google, we figured out that it was probably bursitis. He ended up going to the doctor. The doctor wanted to actually like drain it the following week at a different office and put a cast on it and all this. Luckily, my husband's very persuasive. So my husband convinced the doctor just to drain it that day and told him, look, I'll go get a little like doohickey, whatever that technical term is for that thing you put on your elbow. What is it? I don't know. It's like a support thing. So yeah, so he ended up draining it right there. I know that's TMI and gross, but there you have it. So that was taken care of and his elbow is doing much better now. And the doctor told him, which I wasn't aware of, the doctor told him that it was a good thing he came in then because it was still like liquid, you know, like if he had waited much longer, he would have actually had to have surgery. Jeez Louise. Ugh. Anyway, so this day was a Friday. Why was I at Royal Palm? Oh gosh, oh golly day, look at this. Okay, this page I made out of the actual paper menu, all right? So I glued the whole back onto it. Yeah, I glued the whole back onto it. I folded up the bottom and glued these sides to make pockets. And this also came from the book that I got from Diane at Shawcraft 1. Super cute book. And let's see, what all? Okay. What a great way to start a day together. So my daughter must have been going back to work this day. What was this day? No. Okay, you know what? Maybe it was like a planning day. I think that's what happened. It was like a planning day, so she had an early meeting, but I went ahead and went into town with her. And so these are just Mary Inglebright calendar pages talking about my favorite part of the day is my teacher, and which is my beauty queen. So yeah. And then all of these here, oh, I did all my journaling on the back, and I write numbers on the tops of the tags just to, you know, tell me which comes first because they all look the same. So yeah, we just, oh gosh, it was very cold. It was very cold. And we went to the diner, so it wasn't too busy. Yeah, and we just had a great time spending time together, so that was nice. Traffic's terrible because they started road work on our main road. Yeah, God knows how long that'll take. So, I worked on finishing my March-April Fauxbonichi so that I could film a video. Yep, we were looking forward at this point to going to Mayo. We had already gotten an appointment. And later in the afternoon, I went and got a pedicure, which I do not do very often. Yep. Oh my gosh, yeah. Then I worked on Beauty Queen's Throw that evening, and I ended up ripping it out twice. I actually, to date, I can't even tell you how many times I've frogged that thing. It's not, I don't even know. Anyway, it's going along well now. Sorry for the glare. These are just little pictures that I took with my sprocket of my hybrid Fauxbonichi and kind of explaining the steps and all about it and all of that stuff. So that is what is in here. Let's see. Yeah, I'll stop on these pages here. This background here is just a magazine clipping. These are Brooke's, well, this is Brooke's sticker that I just clipped on here with a brad so it moves. This down here is a Sweet Happy Mail cluster that I got from a friend, and I backed it on top of a piece of scrapbook paper and turned it into a little tuck spot, corner tuck spot. Again, I took 2 pieces of note paper, glued them together, sewed them up, put a little tab on it, and let's see. Oh, wait, what day was this? Saturday. Okay, yeah, so I woke up and I walked out to my kitchen only to see our contractor standing in the backyard. Yeah, I was still in my house dress, so yay. Yeah, so I quickly made it back to my bedroom. Okay, yeah, he was here to drain the pool again and fix the plaster. Yeah. So then Big Handsome, of course, on Saturday is a lot of times is his busy morning because he does a lot of stuff around the house that needs to be done. And he goes to the grocery store and all of that. He's so helpful. Yeah, so he did stuff with the pool. And yeah. I spent, oh my goodness, yeah. Okay, so I must have put up my video of this hybrid Fauxbonichi that I'm going to be using for my March and April book. And so I woke up to over 50 comments on YouTube. Yeah, so that was so fun. And Sweet Susan, a friend, and yes, a sweet friend from YouTube, she called it the Fauxbonichi. Yeah, so she's so clever because it has like a flow insert in it. So anyway, yeah, it was just really nice to get all those sweet comments from you all. Very humbling. Thank you. Warms my heart. And then on this day here, let's see. This is just a collage, the whole page. There are no, oh, I was going to say there aren't, oh no, that's for the next day. Okay. Yeah, this is just a collage. There are no tuck spots, tags, none of that stuff. So I just used stuff that I found on my desk. This is actually, I know it's very glary, but it is actually, my husband had gone out this day and brought my son and I Chipotle home. This is from, it's the embossed part of the foil that's on the top of your dish. So I cut it out and put it in. There's really nothing that is, that doesn't go into this book. Anyhow, just a lot of magazine clippings, stickers, washi tape, you name it. Yeah. On this day, I was pretty well behind on doing my pages, so I really had no idea what I did. I must not have put notes in my phone for this day. And then this day as well, I packed up my art bag and my crochet bag because those are the all-important bags when going out of town. Yeah, so we were anticipating our trip to Mayo the following day. And yeah, we were watching Lucifer on Netflix and I was crocheting as usual. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So there you have it. Thank you for sharing your time with me. And I will do the rest of the month, which is our trip to Mayo and Big Handsome's health saga. So yeah, on to that at another time. So yes, again, thank you so much for sharing your time with me. I hope y'all have a great day, a great rest of your week, and I'll talk at y'all soon. Bye.